Okay, today I'm going to talk about what I send out to some of you. Many of you, actually. But to get this, you have to go through a series of incidences, like be on Craigslist. Somewhere I've caught your advertisement. I've gone through the MLS to see if it's listed. I've gone through the municipality of Anchorage to see what the assessed values are. I've gone through the title to see what is owed against the property. I then check the address, check the zip code, check the schools. I check pretty much everything about your property without seeing it. A lot of it will be in past MLS history. So you even know that the pictures, a lot of them times you've been on the MLS and then you're not selling it that way, you're trying to sell it through Craigslist or something like that. But this is the item that you will be receiving. Now, what is inside this item, in case you don't want to ever wake them up, see, I was a lot younger guy back then, actually. Ironically, I'm in better shape than I was then. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, it's a nice cover. It was made, and inside it has a DVD, which tells you about myself. And at the time, my son, who was actually working with me, not working with me, he was actually a young kid, has a card in there. And then it says, I offer you years of experience, up-to-the-minute market knowledge, and exclusive single, never dual agency representation to turn your real estate goals into reality. Call me today for a no-cost, no-obligation consulting. And it says, Greg Erkins, ABR, CRB, CRS Realtor. Disclaimer, I am no longer a realtor. I can go over that in another video. Can't go and change all these things, but I am not a realtor. The realtors are a group that is a trade organization. And as a trade organization, they also have ethics. Well, you don't need to belong to a trade organization to have ethics. I think my ethics are very high. Even on the back it says, Greg Erkins has been successfully involved in the real estate for more than 18 years. Well, right now, it's more like 24. So this is like 6 years old when I started to do this project. 6 years ago is when I started. An accredited buyer's representation. That means I went through and found out what you really, what a buyer, how they should be represented. Then a certified residential broker. That meant I was a broker that went through, took a lot of courses on how to be a broker, how to manage people. And a certified residential specialist, which was another form of the realtor corp. They're great organizations. I have no problem with that. But it is, again, a trade group that, with ethics, and I think I have the ethics, and at this point in my career, I am not sure that I want to follow or belong to the same trade organization as realtors. In fact, many of you will sit there and say, no realtors. Now, whether you mean no realtors because you just don't want a realtor or a real estate agent, but somewhere along the line, the realtor has gotten a bad name. And in fact, we had some indictments. They were non-realtors. So being a realtor doesn't necessarily mean you are ethical. It means that your group subscribes to the ethics, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you personally are ethical. I feel that I am very ethical, and I challenge anybody to say I'm not. All right. So I work with a wide variety of clients, from first-time buyers and empty nesters to affluent investors. Employing web marketing methods for commercial, resident, and income properties. Back then, when I first thought of email realty, I was thinking about how to promote it. And this has evolved to some other discs, which I can show you also, but this it's a good little tool. I mean, you can keep this in your house and people will, it's hard to throw away. A lot of stuff's hard to throw away. Okay, my mission is to help as many people as I can by giving them as much qualified information as possible to facilitate confidence, informed decisions. I mean, it's your decision. You're in the driver's seat, but you need the help at times, and I'm willing to help you. I constantly analyze current market conditions and trends to stay ahead of my competitors. For example, I provide market updates by means of an information and easy-to-navigate website, email, realty. Well, that's changed a little bit. It's easier now to send out links from another site. In fact, I can show you that. I'll show you a whole program that I've developed that it actually makes it so you can see everything about a property. And what's also nice about it, you can take the way I look at things and apply it to any position in life. I've got it down to position, social units, and events. And that can be all interchanged. So that's how I try to communicate, and it's working. And actually, this is a great way to communicate with people too. I'm active in the professional community. Greg is a member of several professional organizations, has been the editor. I was the editor of the Realtor magazine. I also served as the vice president of the Alaska Association of Realtors. I was also nominated to the National Association Board of Directors. And I was the president of the MLS, Multiple Listing Service. And that is a great organization, I have to say. My leisure, I enjoy computer programming. I love computer programming. I mean, it is, it's the way to communicate. It's another tool. It's like the hammer to me. It's a hammer and a screwdriver and a saw and everything put together. My adopted son, Juan Carlos, who is now as John, reside in Anchorage, Alaska. And then it says, of course, what a couple of my clients say. So this goes into this, and you will be receiving something like this in the mail if I go through and find your property. Well, thank you very much. I will be giving you other information as I can record it. And I hope this is helpful to you.